Hey guys, I'm Lee from Lee Likes Music, the place to share, explore, and learn about rock music from Bandcamp. And today we're going to take a look at Lung's newest album, or actually their debut album. It is called Bottom of the Barrel. So that's coming up. So Lung is an indie and alternative rock band from Cincinnati, Ohio, in the US. And not so long ago, on the 17th of March, they actually released this album, Bottom of the Barrel. It was really intriguing from start to finish, so I just decided, hey, why not just do an album review of this? Because this is actually really authentic. It's really good music in my ears. So as of now, I'm just gonna go through the songs that I think are the best tracks. If I was going to go through all of the 10 different songs from this album, it would take a very long time. So I'm gonna dive a little bit deeper into the songs I like the most, as I usually do, and then kind of skim a little bit through some of the other songs as well, okay? So honestly, I think that this album was off to a good-ish start. None of the first tracks really catered that much to me, but I immediately felt, because of this cello instead of the guitar, I was intrigued enough to actually continue to listen to this. And when I got to the fifth track, which is called Hyperchondriac, I was really just dragged in, and I knew by this point that I was going to listen from that track to the end. I felt like the melody and the overall cadence of this song was a little bit better compared to the previous 4 tracks on the album. I feel like the instruments and the vocals are kind of working together in a better way. The woman who's singing here, I'm not sure what her name is, but she sings, I broke it, I got it, and I really like this section because there's space here for the vocals so that the vocals can kind of provide something authentic of its own. So yeah, I feel like the vocals and the cello and the drums all have their sections. We can all hear something authentic about each and every one of the instruments. And that was kind of what really caught my attention about the song. It's very, very well crafted, and yeah, it's a gem, really. So yeah, Hypochondriac, the 5th track, I'm gonna give that one a 7 out of 10. Stranger, the 6th track, is the track that I also kind of fell in love with. I think I like this track even more than Hypochondriac, that's the name. I like Stranger a bit better, and the reason why I like it a bit better is because of the mood, simply. It starts with this epic and Cimmerian semblance. And after a short while after that, this ritualistic drum pattern started to take over. The chorus is just really intense. I just love the vocals here. I'm not sure, but I think I hear a hint of some Björk inspirations here. You can really hear that on the vocals. She's really dragging her vocals out and creating this very experimenting way of using her vocals. And yeah, this song created in general a lot of versatility on the album, I feel, because it's very theatrical. It's a lot more dramatic compared to many of the other songs. There's also a nice range of dynamics within the actual song as well. If you listen to the very quiet passage right before the last chorus, for example, it's really quiet. It is just so calm, and then it explodes into this last chorus. It is really, really intense, and this explosion, this hit in the face type of ending, really ends the song on a very high note. And yeah, I just love this song. I'll give it an 8 out of 10. Alright, so the third song that I really felt was sticking out and was a bit better in terms of the quality compared to the other songs is the 9th track. It is called Peaches. This track is leaning more towards a more classical rock structure of verse, chorus, verse, chorus. What I found very unique about the song is that it progresses through all of these different passages, like the verse and the choruses and after choruses, in a really quick way, and I just really love that. Now, the overarching mood of the song is very positive. It's rebellious and playful. Now, when you had thought you'd heard it all at 2:45, the song really surprises you a lot because it completely evolves into something else. The rhythm, the beat, and the style is completely changed, and yeah, it turns into something a lot more dramatical, something a bit cheesy, weird. It has a style that leans a little bit more towards jazz, I would say. I might be wrong on this one, but listen to it yourself, okay? There's a link to it down in the description below. And a minute after this experimental, weird passage where everything was kind of different and different in style and rhythm and everything compared to the previous section of the song, it goes back to that old section again after like a minute or so. And shortly after, the song ends, and yeah, another track which is really authentic, powerful, very, very versatile and experimental. I just love this because I've never heard this before, and I'm just marveling over the fact that I'm discovering something new. I'm discovering new ground in terms of rock music. I just love that. So yeah, this track, I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. As I told you before, I had a bit of a hard time coming to like the first 4 tracks, but you know, maybe if I listen to the album more, I'll come to like these as well. But some of the songs felt very similar. For example, the first track, Control, and the 4th track, Abuse, I don't know, I just feel like these tracks were very similar. It's like listening to, for example, the White Stripes. When they put out their first release, their first album, I listened to that album, not at that time of course, but I listened to it some years ago, and what I really thought about, what I really came to think about when listening to that, was that a lot of the tracks are actually quite similar, simplistic, and it's a lot of the same melodies kind of ebbing and flowing into each other. But then again, as I listened to that White Stripes album, the first one, over and over, I kind of came to like it. So maybe that is something that will happen to this album as well. It might not, hopefully. Some other tracks that I felt were notable were Wishing Well, for example. I also liked Velvet, and yeah, that is about it, guys. Really don't want to go too far into these other tracks because this video can just blow up and become like a 30-minute video, I feel, if I continue rambling about this. But yeah, I like this album. I liked Bottom of the Barrel by Lung. It is definitely something that I would suggest to you guys if you're into rock music. So yeah, I'm gonna give this one a 7 out of 10. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you like to share, explore, and learn about rock music from Bandcamp, then I highly suggest you subscribe by clicking the red subscribe button below, because that is what I'm all about, sharing rock music with you from Bandcamp. Also, if you've listened to Bottom of the Barrel by Lung before, or if you've just started listening to it, let me know what you guys think in the comments below, okay? I would highly appreciate if you guys just write something, whatever is on your mind, really. I'm really looking forward to that, okay? Thank you again for watching, guys. Hope to see you later. Bye. Burpy, burpy, burpy. I'm always so burpy. Why am I burpy all the time? I don't know. And yeah, that is. What?